Hi friends, thank you for watching The Source, God's Answers to Life's Hard Questions. Thank you for sharing and liking the videos. I ask you please to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now it's Friday again and the time passes by so quickly, it's really incredible. And the question is, what do we do with the time that passes by? So this week I got as a gift something that I advertised in, but still, we still got to buy them and they're worth it. And it's an agenda. Now, when I hear the word agenda, I feel like something negative, like, oh, they have an agenda and you're ready on like self-defense. But this is an agenda and it's put out by a lady that I know since childhood. Her name is Sigalit Laredo and she is a Baal Tshuva. She's such a beautiful woman inside and out. And she put this agenda together for the Jewish sisterhood. And it includes not just dates of the Jewish holidays and a calendar. It includes prayers. It includes recipes. It includes places where you can actually track and monitor your behavior. You can really evaluate how you are using your time. So it has here, just let's say, a monthly recap where it tells you, okay, your successes, like blank pages where you can take yourself to task and reflect. Because, time goes on and on and on and on. And so how many moments are we retrieving and seconds and opportunities to do the right things and to serve Hashem? I really encourage you to go to jewishsisterhood.com to buy one, to use it, and I think that you'll appreciate the recipes. I'm going to try a few soon. Hopefully the alarm won't go off again, the oven won't explode, and there won't be flames shooting out. That's my experience when I enter a kitchen, but hopefully I'll have better luck. So, talking about time passing quickly, we are again at Chanukah time. And I've mentioned in the past how much I really don't like the foil-covered chocolate coins. I like the way they taste, but I hate the way they appear to the world because it makes people think, oh, these Jews, they even eat money. But that's because they want to be judgmental, they want to hate, they don't want to investigate further. Why are Jews eating foil-covered chocolate on Chanukah in the shape of money? So it has a tremendous symbolic value because money, like everything else in life, can be used in different ways. Money can be used to show off, to exert power, to spoil families, to spoil children. Money can be used in such perverse ways, and we see when there is an excess of money, when there is a fight over money, how it rips families apart, how children manipulate their parents, how they ruin their children with the money, they spoil them. I mean, money can really be perverse. It could be negative, and that's the foil. And that's the shiny part, and that's the part that attracts us, the plenty, the abundance. And then there's the inside of money, the sweet, which is what Judaism is all about, and its relationship with money. Money, wonderful. There's no sin against being rich. But how you use that money makes all the difference. Are you using it to give charity, to help Israel, to help Jewish causes, to help family members in despair? Are you using it to be a show-off? To show how superior you are to mankind? Because if that's how you use money, then you are all foil. You are that thing that we crumple up and we throw on the sidewalk. The sweet is in giving, because you don't have money that you keep. You only have money that you give. To charity, to Jewish causes, to sustain the study of Torah, to help other Jewish human beings and all of mankind who are suffering. You see, the Jewish people, we've had our challenges, but we are not foil. We know what to do with our money. Hence, every hospital is named Maimonides or the Jewish general. It's always a Jewish name on a hospital because Jews are the most charitable people in the world. That's the sweetness. That's the chocolate. That's what money should be used for. The problem is we only see the glitz and the glamour and the foil in life. And that's what happened in this week's parasha. And it's a lesson that we have to learn, and we have to absorb the lesson, and we have to execute the lessons that we learn. Because what's knowledge without practicing it? If I know that a salad is better for me than a waffle, and I only know that in my head, then nothing is going to change very much in my life or in the size of my clothing. But in this week's parasha, we read about intense jealousy Why? Because the people who were jealous, all they could see was the foil. Now, who were these jealous people? These people were the brothers of Yosef. The brothers of Yosef. They were jealous of their brother Joseph. One, he was their father's beloved child. He loved them more than the others. Two, he made him a coat of many colors. Three, Joseph had dreams of grandeur. Not just dreams in his waking life where he imagined he's fantastic, but dreams while he was asleep of how he dominated over his brothers. And they hated him. They hated him because they saw only the external. And when they saw Joseph, it's written in this week's parasha, in Vayeshev, that they couldn't speak to him. Vayisenu oto v'lo yachlu dabro l'shalom. They couldn't speak to him peacefully. The word shalom, which means hello, it also means peace. They couldn't speak to him peacefully. But what's interesting is that the word shalom is written defectively. It's written without the usual letter vav. It's not in the word. And in Hebrew, every letter has a numerical value. So this word, lishalom, without the vav, actually equals the word ayin ra, an evil eye. They couldn't speak to him peacefully because they had an evil eye upon him. It killed them because he had the aforementioned father's love, the coat of many colors, dreams of grandeur, killed them. But who were these brothers who were jealous of Joseph? Were they simple, casual human beings? They were the 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel. But all they saw was the foil. They didn't look deep. Where didn't they look deep? Not important if they looked deep or not in Joseph, whether his dreams were right or his dreams were wrong. They didn't look deep inside themselves. They didn't look for the chocolate, the sweet inside of themselves. The 12 tribes of Israel, Yehudah, one of those brothers, he is the father of Mashiach. It's through his seed that the Mashiach will come, the salvation for all humanity, the Messiah. He was jealous of Joseph. Because when we look out and we look at the glitter and we look, this chocolate is sparkly gold on the outside and this one is sparkly blue or green or red, we're only looking at the surface of everybody else's life without looking deep into what we possess. What is our treasure? What is our gold on the inside? In this week's parasha, it's so sad to see that this jealousy led to the brothers wanting to kill Yosef. They threw him into a pit. They ultimately sold him into slavery. They ruined their father's life. They pretended that their brother was killed by a wild animal. They took his coat, they put blood from an animal on it, and they pretended that he was killed. The depths and the extent of jealousy, how it can ruin families, not caring who the casualties are, what the casualties are. You have something that I should have. Says who? Being jealous tells the Almighty that you think that God got it wrong. Being jealous tells God that you are not living in faith. And the problem with each one of us is that we are so busy trying to be somebody else that we forget to be who we are. We become imposters. We want to copy them, be like them, do like them, speak like them, learn like them. We'll just do what they do. The only thing you're doing by doing that is murdering yourself. You're on a suicide mission. You're on being a photocopy machine, trying to be the other person, saying, here, look, this is me. When behind, everything that could be and should be and must be is being left on the floor. Because each one of us is here to fulfill our own destiny. If you're here, it's because God needed you. The universe needed you. Humanity needed you. So what are you doing with that you? Are you just sitting there day in and day out being jealous of everybody in your life because they have, you don't have? They're pretty, you're not. They're healthier, they're skinnier, they're more famous. They got 2 more likes on Facebook than I got, 2 more views on YouTube than I got. Is that what life is all about? Even microaggressions of jealousy ruin other people's lives, and it has collateral damage, as did the jealousy of Joseph's brothers towards Joseph. We know in the Torah that the snake was jealous of Adam and Eve. The snake was punished. You know, the snake was able to speak, and he had legs at the beginning of time. In the end, he was punished. He couldn't speak no more, and he was destined to crawl the earth and eat dust. He was punished because of his jealousy. The next was Cain and Abel. Cain was jealous of his brother, and he killed him, and Cain was punished. He was punished and destined to wander. Korach was jealous of Moses. Korach had 300 mules to carry his treasures. He was the richest man in the world. He was jealous of Moses because he was busy looking what the other had, counting what Moses had, instead of being busy counting his own treasures. Because if Korach would have counted his own treasures, he wouldn't have had time to be jealous. The moon was jealous of the sun. When God created the luminaries, he says, what do you need 2 great luminaries in the sky? And God said, you're right. So he diminished the light of the moon. Rav Nachman teaches that jealousy rots our bones. Jealousy never ends well. Be busy looking within, counting your own treasures, being who you were destined to be. God has faith in us. That's why we're here. You know, there's a story of a young man who asked the Lubavitcher Rebbe, what's your favorite prayer? And there's a lot of beautiful Jewish prayers. But the Rebbe's answer was the Moda Ani prayer in the morning. It has 12 words. And basically, it just thanks God for giving us life again. We can get up in the morning. And it thanks God for having faith in us. Thank you for having faith in me again and letting me live and breathe and get up. It doesn't say, thank you for having faith in my nation, in my mother, in my brother, in my prime minister, in my politician, in my dog. It thanks God for having faith in me. God has faith in each and every one of us. So to be jealous is to spurn God. Whatever it is, someone gives you a gift. You don't want it. How hurtful it is to the one who gave it. You know, accept the gift graciously. Even more so when God is the giver of that gift, because every gift, you don't need like someone to shop for you, personal shopper to get you the right gift. God gave you the gift that is so precise, so necessary for you, even if that gift manifests as a disability. Even if that gift presents itself as something less than your neighbor, even though you think you're more deserving, less than your cousin or your sister or your brother or whoever it is, God gave you what you need. So the foil wrapping that gets thrown to the floor, forget about it. Don't focus on it. It's pretty. But that's not what life is about. Search for the chocolate within. Search for the sweetness. Search for your talents and use them and share them and cultivate them and be the best version of you that you can be, because that's all you can be and that's all that you are destined to be. So on that note, I wish everybody a happy Chanukah. Shine bright. Be the light that you were destined to be. And I'll see you next week with God's help. Hopefully it's on God's agenda.